We are absolutely low tonight. A prophetic statement from Excalibur if there ever was one. I'm John Renton with my review of AEW Dynamite from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Yeah, you're getting the show a little bit earlier than normal because due to a work schedule change for this week only, I was able to watch Dynamite live. Next week, though, they're in Dallas. And if you don't think I got the wheels turning in my head to come up with a whole bunch of jokes, oh, you don't know me very well at all. That review will be up during the normal hours because I will be back to my normal weekly work schedule. But oh ho ho, it's a Von Erich life for me. A lot of jokes, a lot of shots to gut it out for free. Whoa ho ho, oh wait, I can't wait for the Iron Claw movie. That's actually probably why Kevin Von Erich and his kids are there. And MJF is also in the Iron Claw movie. I can't wait for that movie. A24 producing a wrestling movie. My oh my. How times have certainly gotten interesting in film. But before that, yeah, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. The same venue where WWE held their premium live event, Elimination Chamber. And look, WWE, AEW, New Japan, whatever you enjoy. I enjoy aspects of all three and hate aspects of all three as well. They had 17,000 plus people there, and I know this is a television taping, and they taped Collision the night before. They apparently had just under 3,000 people there, according to WrestleTix. the Bell Center, Centre Bell, however the hell you say it up there in Canada, seats 21,000 people. Even if you cut that in half and only use the 10,000 or whatever, have a 10,000 seat setup, they had like not even a third. And they had, 5,000, 5,500. And look, I know that the ticket sales, it's a great, point of just like, almost like, warring factions. Like people are like getting all upset, like, oh, it's good, oh, it's bad, this kind of stuff. It's not a good look regardless of the company. I mean, run smaller buildings, Tony. God damn it, because pretty impactful main event as far as Copeland and Christian Cage facing off against each other in Canada after all the roads they traveled and all the miles and all the injuries and everything. And they weren't even in front of a packed house. So, yeah, let's just get to the review. Anyway, so, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to review Collision, by the way. I don't know. It just totally depends. That's my one day off because of the work schedule change, and I might just take the day off. I don't know. I will review Winter is Coming next week, but if you don't see any other weekly AEW reviews until we get to the first week of January, don't be surprised. World's End is still up in the air. It just depends on time and finances. No, I'm not asking for help. I'm just saying if I'm wanting to spend the $50. Sponsored by Woo Energy or powered by Woo Energy. Yeah, I think there were a lot of mushrooms taken as this show went on. Yeah, we are absolutely loaded tonight. I think Tony Khan was definitely loaded with something. Whoever is on the committee, like Bryan Danielson, apparently is fining or has the power to fine people if they whine on social media. I'm not saying that everybody, especially if you're a wrestler, should vent your frustrations on social media all the time, but I get the whole thing and we're all human beings. And yeah, Tony, just give Bryan Danielson the option to fire people. Oh, he did. Anyway, Wild Thing, you make the Canadians sing, and you see all the championship banners above. Oh, but if they were in Toronto, they'd see all the Maple Leaf banners. Oh, right. What about Calgary Flames? Canada, has hockey, the sport of kings up there, and y'all can't even win championships. Start winning championships. It's the game you invented. I love Canada, but seriously. Anyway, Jon Moxley took on Roosh. Okay, it's a Gold League match, and is anybody just not really feeling this whole not G1 Intercontinental Classic thing? Like, some of the matches aren't bad, but it's just athletic matches, and that's it. That's just it. Chops into the crowd. There was a chair with a spotlight on it. I half expected Shawn Spears to show up. Where is Shawn Spears, by the way? All right, toss into the barricade. We get a pile driver for 2. The toss into the barricade was a break spot, by the way. And a near count out. And then we got Death Rider. We got a choke, and Roosh passed out and then instantly no-sold that he was passed out. Good job. Good job. Mox apparently has 9 points. I don't care. I don't. Mox and Swerve ought to actually be kind of interesting, but this whole thing is out the goddamn window. Because there's very little drama in the sense they already have like these big leaders, and there's only 6 guys in each block, so there's 5 matches, and whatever. It is what it is. And then Jay talked about how he worked with Jay in Ring of Honor. That was White and Lethal. I probably should have worded that differently, but yeah, their time in Ring of Honor. Okay. Renee has Roddy and the Kingdom. He will not be held down by his wheelchair. I've been held down by this for far too long. Adam! And I guess he's fine. He's done doing this stuff. Okay. I guess he's just going to compete. Maybe he'll win the, International Instant Championship from Orange Cassidy. There's about 80 championships in AEW at this point. I love some parts of AEW, but the weekly programming is almost getting frustrating with just how weird it is. Because there can be something really good, and then they go something like this, and the Roddy stuff's kind of played out. Now it's just a meme. Renee sees Hangman. And Hangman said he couldn't fly for a bit because he got a cinder block broken over his head, and he lost. But him and Swerve are not done. They were bound by something, and he took something from him that Swerve can never get back. Was it his fiance? No, what was it? Did he clip off one of his dreads? Did he take his Washington State driver's license and he has to get a new one, but Swerve's attached to this one? I don't know. And then MJF shows up, and oh, you had that, death match, and it must have been a battle of who could get the most STDs or STDs first, and that was actually pretty good. And he just kept needling him. And this is the MJF we've needed for a while. This is a snarky jackass MJF that we've needed for a while. This felt fresh because I don't mind face MJF. I don't mind him playing up to the crowd, and he's well worth cheering for. He's my favorite wrestler of the year. Maybe. You have to actually possibly check out the list and see. But MJF has had a pretty good run. I mean, let's be perfectly honest. There have been some uneven parts. But him going back and forth with Hangman Page, saying Hangman's like leaves, and MJF, it's like, oh, I have to, work for 30 minutes to wake them back up after he puts them to sleep. And then they battle back and forth more. And then Joe says, what the hell are you doing? We've got shit to focus on. And boy, is it shit. Swerve then took on Mark Briscoe. And it was well worked. I don't know why they did a suplex off the goddamn barricade. That's stupid. That's stupid no matter who it is, but whatever. It's their bodies, not mine. And I said I wrote down if Mark loses, he is eliminated. And we get hard shots, we get big spots of 450, knees up, and then the Froggy Bow, knees up. And eventually a DVD on the apron and a stomp. 1, 2, 3. So Mark Briscoe's out. I guess he can play spoiler. I understand that they want to have like big leaders and they want to like then take something away from them, but you only have 5 matches. You should, whatever. Tony looked at the G1 and the format of it, but he didn't understand how to implement it properly. To be fair, Gato hasn't understood how to do that lately. Renee is with Mariah May. This is the best they have for her to act like a fangirl with her tits out. Okay, whatever. I mean, I've seen enough of her work in Stardom to know that she has improved. It's all about Tony. Joe is here. Then the lights are out. And then the Devil's guards are around. Or the Devil's goons. Or, please allow me to introduce myself. I'm, bored of this stupid creative. Lights are out again. Cut to MJF being laid out with a beer bottle backstage. Like Hangman was the devil, like MJF accused him of. Or is a real glass, Cry Me a River. If it is Jack Perry, that might actually finish off my ability to care about, weekly AEW programming, because that's just rewarding a guy that is not very good. So, yeah. We don't find out who the devil is. No tag match. This really is their Black Scorpion thing. I guarantee you it's going to end up as a popcorn fart just like the Black Scorpion. So, no Ole Anderson to voice over the devil. More than the pity. Ole Anderson is somehow still alive. Moxley did not know that the camera was on him for 15 to 30 seconds. They either forgot to cue him or, yeah, camera's all on me. Oh shit. Anyway, he's talking a bit, Swerve interrupts. They're going to have a match. That's going to be fine. I mean, it's going to be in Texas next week, so half expect a whole bunch of, no, it's going to be in Dallas. They have to expect a whole bunch of stuff to go on, and we're probably going to get blood. Ben Mankiewicz, I believe that's his name, the guy with the helmet-sized hair from Turner Classic Movies. Why? I mean, I know Turner Classic Movies, TBS, TNT, Dynamite. I mean, yeah, the Tony Storm thing, I get it. I gotta be honest, I'm kind of souring on some of this stuff. Like, some of it I've enjoyed. Some of it, I'm kind of souring on some of it now. Now, I mean, I like Tony's presentation. Boy, do I ever. Tony Storm and Sky make their entrances. Yeah, Ben Mankiewicz, or Mankiewicz, however the hell you say, helmet hair. He comes out. He kind of reminds me of Greg Proops from, Whose Lines It Anyway was a film critic. Nevertheless, if anybody gets that reference, then my God, I love you guys. Tony and Sky make their entrances. I don't know what happened to Sky's music. It sounds like the person singing it swallowed the microphone. Or it was like Peter Griffin with the phone. Peter Griffin, you're in him. So Tony Storm, along with Luther, because Luther somehow is still collecting a paycheck, took on Sky Blue. Scintillating camera work during this match for the AEW Women's Championship. I thought the crowd fell asleep for a bit. Then the crowd kind of got into it a little bit. They were apparently chanting stuff in French during the show. Apparently, they chanted something at Roddy earlier when they said, "We don't fucking care." Okay, I don't blame them. So then Luther carries Tony on his shoulders, and she runs Sky off the apron and to the floor. And then a hip attack into the barricade, a cold blue from Sky Cold. A code blue. And then a hip attack and more stuff. And look, the crowd was getting a little bit more into it. It's hard not to when you're looking at these two. And Tony folds her up, 1, 2, 3. But because Tony's thighs are so thick, she had Sky Blue's, shoulders off the mat. Good job there. Glory be the thickness. And then, oh no, god damn it, Riho, a.k.a. the Fluffer, is back. Yay! I didn't miss her. I don't have anything against her as a person. She should have never been AEW Women's Champion. She showed up, and I wrote down, are you fucking kidding me? Seriously, what the shit? What the shit? So, 2 tours of Canada next year. They're going to be going to Vancouver, BC, which I could go to that show if I really wanted to. I would probably have to get a better license. I mean, I think I have a license that'll get there, and I would just be going for a day trip. I really don't want to, though, so I hope people in Vancouver show up and show out. And then Jay White took on Jay Lethal. The best part of this was the crowd saying, both these Jays, Holy Jay, Jay Forever, and then Jay White won with a roll-up. That's about all that I'm going to give as far as attention to a Jay White match. It's not that he's bad. I just don't care. And also, Jay Lethal, as good as he is, I haven't really cared about Jay Lethal, in all honesty, since he was Black Machismo. He was good in Ring of Honor for the pockets people that saw that, and he's a legit athlete, but there you go. Rampage Abaddon is wrestling, and then Collision was taped. Winter is coming in Dallas, and they have Kevin Von Erich and his kids, and Christian might have a chance to cut a promo. He never cuts promos on people's dads or kids that passed away. Why would anybody do that? Yes, I will have jokes, and then I will have an Iron Claw review up about a week after that, because why not? Yes, I'm mean. I don't care. Copeland against Christian Cage. TNT Championship. They were happy. You could tell they were emotional. This was good. Christian was, doing good heel work. Tried to get DQ'd early. Stopped, got the low blow stopped, and Copeland targeted his hand and everything. Shout out to a particular friend of mine who said, I bet Nick Wayne's mom shows up and, costs Copeland the match. Because son of a bitch, if that isn't what happened. But before I get to that, who's your daddy chance? It was well worked. Fuck you, Christian chance. Splash for 2, an impaler, and that's, oh my God. He's, he almost got it. He almost got the victory, but not quite. Sit out bomb for 2, and then a crossface. Oh no, a Canadian family man who's also a wrestler that won the Royal Rumble from the number 1 position using the crossface. Beth, take the dogs out of the enclosed pool area and shut the garage door on the side. So now that I've pretty much alienated everybody that is still here in good taste, and why the fuck would you watch my channel if you were wanting to have good taste? The ref got clipped, and then Christian hit with a low blow, got the TNT Championship, a dodge, and then they went head-to-head. Shayna Wayne, who I have to say once again is a very nice woman. Very nice. Very nice, very personable. Very beautiful. Holy fuck. But no, very nice, very personable. And it was great to talk to her at a couple indie shows. It was like 2 years ago. And Nick, I hope Nick Wayne's back soon, but I think he was selling the whole, injury deal. She hits Copeland with the championship because he brained her child in front of her. And then Christian hits the kill switch and then stomps Copeland. I'm still going to say Edge for a while. He's been Edge for a while. Stomps on the bad neck and the title. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. Also another overrun. Look, here's the thing. My DVR is set to record like an hour later. Record the next program. They need to start managing their time or just have an overrun with the network. It's getting ridiculous and it's something they need to fix. That is it, though. I will have a review of Winter is Coming with the Von Erichs. Just like winter came for Jack Jr. Anyway, agree, disagree with what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rethland. Stay the hell away from the tongue of a trailer, and I'll see you soon.